Hey guys, it's Skeeters here, and I'm bringing you a new episode of Skeeter Stories. So I know I haven't done this series in a while because, frankly, I'm not that exciting, so I don't have that many stories. But here we're gonna have another new episode of Skeeter Stories. So let's just get right into the story. This is about a time when I went to a baseball tournament when I was like 11 or 12, I think. So I was on the traveling team back when I used to play softball, or when I used to play fastball in the town I used to live in, which fastball just means it's underhand. We throw like windmill. Now I play like real baseball, where in my new town. But anyway, that's not about that. So we went to this tournament. We've been killing it the whole tournament. I was feeling great. We were in the final game. We were playing this team that I don't know how they even made it to the finals because they weren't very good, to be honest. So we were all kind of confused about how they even made it because they were one of the worst teams, and one of the best teams actually got kicked out like right away in like the first couple games. But whatever. So we were in there, we were doing this tournament, and we were just killing them. I mean, we were crushing them. And I remember, so I hit the ball out to the outfield, and I was rounding first. If you guys don't know what that means like it's pretty self-explanatory. It just means when you run, instead of running just to first and stopping, you run and then round and go to second. So I was rounding first, and I was about halfway to second base when I realized that the second baseman had gotten the ball, and he was kind of crouched over, and because he was expecting me to slide, so he was kind of crouched over waiting for me to slide. And I don't really remember, like, I don't know, I just remember what I did is I actually just jumped him. I jumped right over him. I don't even remember being in the air. I just remember I was like halfway to second base, and then it's weird, it kind of like blank space, like I don't remember it, and then I was just like on the other side of him. So I had jumped over him, and I was at the base and I was safe, and it was like insane. The ump that was in the field, like checking, make sure to see if people are out or safe or whatever, he said that it was the best play he'd ever seen. And everybody was like super amazed because I just jumped him. It was crazy. And then, so we wound up winning the tournament. So to celebrate, of course, we all went to this restaurant. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. So we had like the kids table, and then the adults were at a different table. So, you know, being the 11-year-old boys that we're like messing around, putting like stuff in this glass of water that they had brought us. Because, you know, you go to a restaurant, they always bring you a glass of water, so you get your actual drink. So we were all like playing with this glass of water, and we'd put a bunch of gross shit in there. Like, we put French fries, I think there was some honey mustard sauce, ketchup, normal like mustard. Like, it was gross. This is disgusting. And the manager comes by, and he's like, "What have you guys been doing?" And we were like, "Oh, we're just kind of messing around." And he's like, "Okay, if you guys all take a sip of that water with all that stuff in it, I'll give you guys a free dessert to share." And we were like, "What? No way." So all of us like took a little sip of this disgusting water. It was really gross, guys. But all of us took a sip of this nasty water with all this disgusting stuff in it. And he's like, "Okay." So then once we'd finished eating, he comes back with this gigantic, like, chocolate sundae for us to share. Like, this thing was huge. We were like, "Oh my god, it was so good." I actually wish I knew the name of that restaurant, because that restaurant was really good. But we're like, we didn't believe him. We were like, "Oh, you're just messing with us." But no, after we got our dinner, or after we ate our dinner, he brought us this massive sundae. And then my one friend, he's like a short little guy, and he got the hot wings. So we're like, "Oh, buddy, are you sure you're gonna be able to eat that? Is that all that heat gonna be too much for your little body?" Just kind of messing around with him. And he's like, oh yeah, shut up, I can take it. So then he gets his hot wings, he takes one bite, and then looks over to one of my other buddies, and he's like, who, my other friend had gotten like the honey garlic ones. So he looks over to my other friend, he's like, hey, you want to trade? These are too hot for me. And we all just burst out laughing. Because here he had been saying that he could take all the heat and all this stuff, and then takes one bite, and he's like, okay, these are too hot. So we all just burst out laughing. It was one of the awesomest experiences of my life. Like, I would advise you guys to join a team of some sort, because just teammates are some of the, I don't know, the bond you kind of have with your teammates is different than the bond you have with like friends or anything, especially when you've had the same team for a while. So teammates, they're really cool, and I don't know, you just have like this nice bond. But I would definitely advise you guys to join a team of some sort. You know, join a sport of some sort, because obviously it's good to be active, and I personally love sports. I'm like super athletic. I love pretty much all sports, like baseball and snowboarding are my favorite, but I also like football, basketball, volleyball. Soccer's okay. Don't really like hockey that much. Hockey's not really my thing. But wakeboarding, skiing's not bad. I mean, I love like all sports. And I'm really active and pretty fit. I mean, I don't know. Like it's weird. I have really high metabolism, so I eat tons of junk food, and I eat like I should be a little fat kid, but I'm like super skinny. I'm like 6 feet tall and only weigh like 138 pounds. So it's weird. Everybody asks how I can eat so much crap and still be so skinny. But yeah, that's it. This story was kind of, I don't know, I talked about a few things in this, but that's it for this story, guys. I think I'm just going to wrap it up right about here. The video's almost done. What are we at? Yeah, we're almost done. I know I didn't do too good in this video, but I haven't played Xbox in like 2 weeks. And this Advanced Warfare, which I haven't played in even longer, so bear with me. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I'm Skeeters, and I'm out.
My heart doesn't pull me the same. Oh, all my careless dance is gone. And no, my mind doesn't hold me the same. But girl, my sorrow goes on and on. My soul